Hey guys, what's up? What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel where we talk healing, where we talk truth, and where we talk herbs. It's me, your girl Carla Marceau, your holistic transformation coach and founder of Deeply Rooted Herbals. And today I want to talk to you guys about starting a herbal tea business. Um, and so I've had my herbal tea business now for just a little bit over a year. And you guys, the experience, the journey has been a roller coaster, okay? Yes, because I am new to the entrepreneur world. I still have my 9 to 5. I still, am a caretaker. I still am a wife. I still am a mother. And so just trying to figure out like all the different components and how to actually make this business work has been a journey for me. And so like now I've actually finally decided to like really, not just make this a habit, but actually turn this into a real life business. And so that's where I am. And so that's what I've been doing. And I've been doing so good. And I'm just so excited to actually be seeing, the fruit and the rewards of this. And I'm just so excited. And a lot of people have been asking, Carla, how do you start a herbal tea business? So I said, let me go ahead and just jump on a video and just talk about the things and the steps that I had to do to actually start a herbal tea business. So like let me let you guys know. The herbal tea business is different state by state. So I'm currently in Georgia. And so Georgia has a different process I've noticed from a lot of other states. And so one of the things about specifically for Georgia with the herbal tea business, if you are running a home based business for herbal tea, you do have to have a specific type of license, and that is a cottage food license. And so, the cottage food license actually only allows you to sell your herbal tea in the state of Georgia. And you cannot sell third party as a third party. So for instance, so I cannot have my tea in a store. And and patrons can come and buy my tea in a store, and so I have to sell my product directly to my consumer. My goal is to grow my business so that I can expand, so that I can have a food establishment license. So right now I have a cottage food license. I need the food establishment license. And so once you do have the food establishment license, you cannot have a home based business. You have to have an actual processing plant where you actually process your materials. In my home, I have a dedicated space where I do my work, where I pack my herbs, where I store my herbs, where I keep all my equipment that I need, and you know so eventually, like I said, I do plan to have the food establishment license so that I can, expand my business. But sometimes you're just gonna have to start where you at, okay? And that's a word for somebody. Start where you are at. Start where you are at, because right now is what matters, right? We can say, oh, I want to do this and I want to do that, right? And we're looking at the end result, and we so focused on the end result, we can't get started now. And so getting started now is one of the biggest things that's going to catapult your success, right? Getting started, do the work, do the action steps right now, right? And so that's what I want to talk to you guys about. If you are looking to start a home based business, the herbal tea business is a great place to start. A, because it's inexpensive to start. B, because it's easy to learn. And C, it's necessary. Like I've been able to get out into my community and meet tons and tons and tons of people and expose them to the herbal culture, right? For me, I know all about it because it's my background. I am Jamaican by birth. And my family just came here. My children are first generation, well, considered Americans, and you know, so I'm very immersed in the traditional Caribbean culture, and herbs has been a staple from day one for me. My father wholesaled herbs when I was a child, so it's like all the knowledge just it was imparted into me by my ancestors, and I'm just so absolutely grateful to the universe for like the opportunity. It's amazing. Woo! Thank you, Jesus. You know, sometimes girls you get in the spirit about things, you know? It's okay. But yeah, so yeah, but herbal tea, it's easy to start, and I was already familiar with my recipes because my recipes have been in my family for generations, right? I did just add a few more simple herbs that I thought could enhance, based off the research that I was doing, but all the herbs that I use are my indigenous herbs that have come from my lineage, have come from my line, right? And so what I did was I created the recipe. I blended my teas before I actually came to a conclusion on what my herbal blend was going to comprise of, right? And so it took me maybe about 2 months to actually come up with the perfect blend, come up with how I actually proportion out my blends, come up with the way that, because some of my herbs that I use, y'all, are extremely bitter. Cersei, if you're familiar with Cersei is super bitter and then it comes back with another bitter bite back. So it's like a double dose of bitter. You know what I'm saying? And that was one of the biggest herbs my grandmama. Summertime, look, every summer I used to go to Jamaica, and grandma, shout it. In summers, she kill us with Cersei tea, yo. She kill us with the Cersei, yo, and it's so disgusting. It's so nasty, y'all. But how did I figure out how to put this Cersei herb, y'all? And the Cersei is so good. It's a blood cleanser. It's a digestive cleanser. It is a regulator. Cersei is a bomb herb, y'all. It is a bomb herb, and so many of us in the diaspora, when we was going back home, back to Jamaica, I hear so many people like, "Yep, grandma used to give us the Cersei tea. Yep, everybody asking me for the Cersei tea, yo, because it worked. It worked. It cleansed you out. It cleansed you out, and you felt so good when it was done, right?" And so what I did was I took the knowledge that I was privy to by my lineage and I turned that into a business, right? I turned that into something that I truly enjoyed, something that I was knowledgeable about, and something that I wanted to share with people about, and something that I was passionate about. Right. And so the reason why I actually started this business was because I was passionate. I've always grown up around tea. I've always been exposed to tea. I've given my children tea. Tea was a big thing for my family, especially because Jamaica was it was a British colony, and and British, they love their tea. So it was only natural, and I must say, like, it's so beneficial to the population. It's so beneficial to my community, and especially the things that I see that they're struggling with. There's nothing else that I think that I could actually do as a entrepreneur that would actually give me the benefit, like internal like satisfaction, than this that I know of. Like, I could be selling lip gloss. Okay, yeah, girl, your lips are popping. I could make a clothing line. Yeah, girl, you look cute. Yeah. But I know that the herbal tea is really doing something on the inside, right? It's really regulating people, right? On so many different levels. And the herbal teas that I make are so necessary for a total well being, an all around well being, for a total elevation of the human species. Like, yo, like blood cleanser, absolutely necessary. I have a digestion health. You have to have your digestive system working properly because you will once you're backed up, that is so much disease and so much parasites and so much, toxins inside your body that are not moving correctly, and then you find yourself bloated all the time. You find yourself with heartburn, you find yourself tired, sluggish, mental fog, like you can't even think clearly. Like, it's so necessary, And then I have the anti-anxiety. I have so many people who complain about anxiety. They're stressing, and they can't find relief, and they're noticing that the anxiety is becoming more prevalent. It's becoming more and more and more and more traumatic for people. And it's like, what can they do? And they're going to their doctors, and then they're getting on these antipsychotics, and then the psychotropics, they're causing these adverse side effects. And now, not only are they up and down in their mood? They're all over the place, and now they have heart palpitations, and now, difficulty breathing, and they're jittery, and it's like, the earth, y'all, the earth, it it gets to the root of the problem. It gets to the root of the problem. Like my anti-anxiety tea, it actually regulates your stress hormones, right? And a lot of these medications that big pharma uses are all stem from herbs. They take their active ingredients out of the natural raw herb. So why not just go to the natural raw herb and then just get it without having all the concoction of all the toxins, and preservatives that are in the medications causing all these adverse side effects. Why not go to the source, especially when it's available? And so my anti-anxiety tea has herbs in it that actually are nervines that work within 30 minutes really to take that edge off, so you do start to feel that soothe. You really start to feel that calm. Hence, that's why the name of my anti-anxiety tea is a soothing calm tea, right? um and then, I have the immune booster, especially with COVID going on. Like, yo, a lot of y'all got the jab, right? Y'all got it. And you got it because they said you had to get it. And if y'all was rocking with me like y'all was supposed to, I would showed you how to get the exemption so you wouldn't have to do it, and you would have still kept your job, right? But y'all was like, I'm just gonna take it. I'm just gonna take it, whatever. But anyways, I didn't. I kept my job, but you know what I'm saying. But anyway, back to these teas though. Like, the tea is really, really, really simple to start, especially if you are already exposed to it, and it's inexpensive. The herbs are really not that expensive, and I sell each bag of my tea for $24 a bag. So it's $24 a bag. You get about 10 cups of tea in each bag, right? And then the teas, a lot of my customers are repeat customers. They come back for the herbs. So I was like, even thinking like I probably should just do a subscription box, because most of my customers, they just always are coming back, right? Because the herbs work. So that's the reason why they come back. And not only do they work, but they taste good. You got to blended them up for real. So they taste good. And so, the thing about herbs, y'all, the thing about herbs is it's not easy, but it's simple. It's not an easy business, but it's a simple business. You blend your herbs, you come up, you find out um how much of a particular herb that you need, what is your cost association, and you figure what kind of profit you're looking to make, and then you can basically sell your herbs for whatever you want. I see people selling these bags of herbs for, whoa, it's like, wow, okay. But that's them. I want my herbal tea to be affordable for the average person. I want my bags of tea to be accessible for the average person, right? And so that's really the driving force behind my passion for these herbs. Um, one of the things that I needed to start my herbal tea business was the food cottage license. In order to get a food cottage license, I had to have the a so one of the things that I had to do was take a food handler's course and get the certification. The lighting is like so bright, like you can't even see. Well, anyways, I had to get the certification to have my food handler's certificate in order to get that cottage food license. And in order to get the cottage food license, not only did I have to go through the food handler's course, not only did I have to get the license, but in order to get the license, I had to have an inspection. So the inspection was basically making sure that all my herbs are kept properly. They're properly stored, making sure that I don't have any chemicals next to my herbs, making sure that I handle them properly. I have the right equipment. I have the right supplies for the herbs. Make sure that I know how to store them again properly as well. Um, So yeah, so that's basically the three things that I needed to start the business, right? So the food handler's course, had to get the cottage food license, and I had to have the inspection. So that's the legality side of it. Then, also, you do have to have insurance. You do have to have insurance. A lot of markets that I go to require that I have proof of insurance. The insurance that I actually have is the professional insurance. And so that covers anything related to my business. If somebody was to get hurt at some event that I was at, let's say, my setup fell on somebody or something, God forbid, but my insurance would be able to cover that. you know Another thing was the kind of supplies that I had to use. I had to have my packaging, right? I had to have my labels are very important, y'all. I can't stress labels enough. And you got to make sure your labels are on point. On your labels, you have to have your ingredients. On your labels, you have to have what the tea does. You have to have the measurements. Oh yeah, in order for you to have gotten past the inspection, you have to have a proper industrial scale to weigh your products. So all these different things are so necessary for you to have for in order to launch your herbal tea business in the state of Georgia. Now, I don't know about other states. You may not need a license in other states. You may be able to sell across state lines if you're working out of your home. You may be able to do all that. But as for me, unfortunately, I cannot. And so until I can, I'm just going to really just do what I have to do so that I can build my business to get to that next level so that I can expand and move further into like my business goals, right? And so not only do I sell teas, but I also sell accessories. I was looking for one. So like I also have infuser balls, like tea infusers. So this really came in handy for me today because I was drinking some herbal tea and I just had some raw leaves that they had not been crushed, they had not been grinded, they had not been, they they were just big leaves, and all I simply did was stuff it inside my ball, and I hooked my ball. This serves as a tea bag. I hooked my ball to my cup, and my tea was in there. You know what I'm saying? And these things are perfect. Not only do I have that, but I also have the infuser kettle. Um, Here's one. Here's what the infuser kettle looks like. So I also sell these as well. You put your herbs inside. There's a canister. The herbs go in here. You boil your water. You pour it in here. You can even sit this on a flat top stove. I wouldn't sit this on fire or right on top of fire, but you can actually sit this on top of a flat surface, the flat top stove. And heat your water, and you put your herbs on in the inside, and you let that your herbs steep. This is for the more sophisticated tea drinker. She has class, she has style. She not bootleg like me who just put her herbs in the pot and just boil them. Oh, don't pay me no mind. But yeah, so this is like for your sophisticated tea drinker. So yeah, and then I also sell gift baskets, right? So for Mother's Day, for instance, Mother's Day comes up, I have gift baskets. So for Valentine's Day, I have gift baskets. And what better way to show somebody you care than give them like something that's actually going to sustain their health? Like, duh. Perfect idea, perfect gift idea. So yeah. And then I have like Mother's Day cups, cute, 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 cute. Just to go with like in my gift basket. So, there's so many different creative ideas that you can do with your business. It's all about what you want, how you want it to be, all what you want. And and then I have my suppliers. Where do I get my herbs from? And so my supplier that I use are phenomenal. Like if I have any issue, if I have any problem, y'all, they are so on it. They are so quick. They will resend my herbs if I have a problem. Yo, when I tell you my suppliers are bomb, my suppliers are bomb. One of my suppliers that I love the best, Angel brand, is actually one of the and companies that my father actually worked with back when he was wholesaling herbs. So they legit, y'all. So yeah, so I mean the herbal business is really a good place to start if you are looking for an idea on how you can actually jump into entrepreneurship, if you're looking for something that can actually give you a good income and that does not require, you know, an excessive amount of work. And if there's things that you can do. You can offer courses, you can offer classes. So one of the things that I'm getting into now is doing seminars, live seminars. And so I'm very big on education. Not only do I want people to buy my herbs, yeah, I want people to buy my herbs and not even necessarily buy my herbs, but I want people to get to know that this resource is available to them. Herbs are a phenomenal resource to really help catapult your health journey. And so a lot of people that I come in contact with, they have no idea about herbs. And so what better way for me to really expose people than a seminar. And so I've actually booked some seminars that I'll be doing around the city as well to expose people and teach people about how they can actually springboard their health using herbs, using natural holistic processes you know uh, processes and procedures that they can actually use to kind of build and sustain their health. And I'm so big about that. um so yeah, what else? I'm trying to make sure I went through everything that I pretty much needed. It's creativity, y'all. It's creativity. Whatever you want to do, however you want to do. I simply have four blends that I sell. That's it. Four blends. My baskets and two tea accessories. Right. I'm headed to 5-figure months, girl and guys. So like, it's a dope idea. The thing with business that I'm realizing is consistency. And that's the thing with everything really. It's consistency. You have to make sure that you are super consistent in what you are doing. And so I've been really focused on, just really launching this herbal tea business. But a lot of you guys know that I'm also a coach. I am also a certified life coach, and I'm definitely had some courses that I've offered in the past, and then I am actually going to revamp and bring that back out to you guys. And so the herbal tea business, the coaching business, and I'm just really ready to take things to the next level, y'all. And so taking things to the next level requires a next level type of mindset. It requires discipline, it requires consistency, it requires getting out of your comfort zone, it requires doing all the things that are not easy and not, fun and mundane and tedious. It requires all those things. But guess what? I know that I have the ability to do them, right? And even at times when I feel like I don't, guess what? I do anyway. I do anyway. We have to get out of this stage where we're doing things based off of our emotions, and we're doing things based off of how we feel, because at the end of the day, like, we're not really going to feel like it. At least I don't anyway. I don't be feeling like doing nothing. I just be like, really, like, let me tell you, for real, y'all. Like, I just want a day when I don't have nothing to do. Nothing. Nothing. That's really what I want. But I know those kind of days not gonna get me nowhere, right? So I know that I have to do, even though I don't feel like it, to reach my goals, right? And this is the journey that I'm on, and I'm super excited, guys, that I get to share this journey with you guys. So listen, if you have not checked out my site, please go check it out. Let me know if you have any questions. Let me know if you want to start a tea business, if I can give you any tips or any advice, or any help, assistance along the way. One thing about me, I'm in competition with nobody, baby. I'm in competition with me, myself, because this version of who I am is only competing with the version of my future self. That's it. And that's all I'm trying to get to, is the future of Carla and who she is, y'all. And so I'm super excited for my journey. And if you have a tea business, y'all, I'm super excited for your journey. And, I hope and I pray that it all works out for you. And I pray that, you are successful in what you do. So, again, guys, if you have not been to my site, please go check it out. Let me know if you have any questions. Deeplyrootedherbals.com. Drop a comment below. Let me know, guys. Oh, and I'll also be having a seminar as well. Hopefully the seminar will be I'm thinking to do a live seminar or a recorded seminar just to help people who are not accessible to me locally so that they can have the same information and be privy to the same knowledge that, people that I actually interact with are privy to because it's necessary. It's important. So, hopefully, the link will be available so that you guys can sign up so you can be a part of the class that I will be hosting the seminar. Again, I don't know if it's gonna be live or not, but we'll see. But anyways, I ramble so much. Y'all just bear with me, okay? But anyway, I will see y'all later. Toodles. Bye.